Strategy could be eligible for S&P 500 inclusion in June if Bitcoin closes Q1 above $96K. The last hurdle for MSTR to qualify for the S&P 500 is to achieve positive GAAP net income over the trailing 12 months. By James Van Straten, edited by Stephen AlpherUpdated February 14, 2025, 8:54 a.m. UTCPublished February 15, 2025, 5:30 p.m. UTC. Disclaimer. The analyst who wrote this piece owns shares of Strategy, MSTR, could be on track for potential S&P 500 inclusion by June 20. Short-term Bitcoin holders purchased 1.5 MBTC since fall. Room to grow. Keep watching. Next video in 1 second. More videos. 0 seconds of 1 minute. 34 seconds. Volume 0%. Press Shift ? To access a list of keyboard shortcuts. Keyboard shortcuts. Enabled disabled shortcuts open. Close / or play / PauseSPACEIncrease volume decrease volume seek / seek. Backward captions on / OffcFullscreen / exit FullscreenfMute / UnmutemDecrease caption size increase caption size plus or equal seek %0-9. Press Shift ? To access a list of keyboard shortcuts. Keyboard shortcuts enabled disabled shortcuts open. Close / or play / PauseSPACEIncrease volume decrease volume seek / seek. Backward captions on / OffcFullscreen / exit FullscreenfMute / UnmutemDecrease caption size increase caption size plus or equal seek %0-9. Next, UpXRP and DOGE blast after SEC acknowledges Grayscale ETF applications 02:38 auto 270P720P4006P270P180P. Live 01:2200:11. 01:34 story, continues below. Don't miss another story. Subscribe to the Crypto Daybook America's newsletter today. See all newsletters. Sign me up. By signing up, you will receive emails about CoinDesk products and you agree to our terms of use and privacy policy. Currently, the company meets all eligibility requirements except one: achieving positive GAAP net income over the trailing 12 months, the most recent 4 quarters combined. To qualify, Q1 2025 earnings must be high enough to offset losses from the previous 3 quarters. A goal that could be achieved thanks to the adoption, now mandatory, of the Financial Accounting Standards Board, FASB, Digital Asset Accounting Rule. The FASB rule change requires companies to recognize Bitcoin, BTC, holdings at fair value, meaning price gains will flow through to the bottom line, as would price declines. Prior to this rule, corporate digital asset holders were required to account for holdings at their weakest levels. Strategy, for example, in the 4th quarter of 2024 still valued its Bitcoin at less than $16,000 per token, leading to a $1 billion impairment loss even as Bitcoin closed the year at about $94,000. Holy Grail. According to an analysis by Richard Haas on X, assuming Strategy holdings don't change between now and March 31st, Bitcoin must close the 1st quarter above $96,337 for the company to meet the positive trailing 12-month earnings requirement. Based on Q4 2024 earnings of $671 million in net income, MSTR requires $1.113 billion in Q1 2025 earnings to produce positive earnings in the prior 4 quarters and become eligible for S&P 500, he wrote. Based on MSTR's current treasury of 478,740 BTC, the required BTC price on March 31st to achieve this is $96,337. If Bitcoin prices remain strong and MSTR continues accumulating tokens, S&P 500 inclusion is within reach, said benchmark analyst Mark Palmer. MSTR's adoption of the amended FASB guidance strengthens its case for S&P 500 inclusion. Given its outperformance of every current index constituent over 4 years, exclusion would be surprising. While joining the Nasdaq 100 was significant, the S&P 500 is the holy grail, continued Palmer. Inclusion would validate its Bitcoin strategy, as all S&P 500 index funds would hold MSTR shares, indirectly exposing investors to Bitcoin. Disclaimer: Richard Haas's original X post was made before Strategy's latest Bitcoin purchase. CoinDesk reached out for updated analysis, including Monday's acquisition.